A rough start tonight for Wolfpack starting pitcher Logan Jernigan. He goes just a third of an inning. Has allowed one run to this point, but all three runners on base. His responsibility. One hit allowed, 4 walks, and no strikeouts for Logan Jernigan. He faces 6 batters and now gives way to Andrew Wick. Wick, a 5'10", 175-pound junior right-hander from Briar, Washington, and Western Nevada College. It is Wick who is on the mound taking his warm-up pitches. Wick 2-0 on the year with an ERA of 2.81. He's on for the 9th time. In 16 innings, he's given up 12 hits, 5 runs, all 5 earned. 17 strikeouts and only 4 walks for Andrew Wick. And opposing batters are hitting 200 against him. So it's an opportunity to come in and maybe rack up some more strikeouts in a tough situation. NC State down in the score in the top of the first to UNC Greensboro by a score of 1-0. And Wick comes into a bases-loaded situation. There are 2 outs in the inning. Wick last appeared against Wake Forest in the Saturday game. That was the 13-4 loss to the Demon Deacons. Wick on that day, 3 1/3 innings, 3 runs allowed, all earned on 3 hits. 3 strikeouts, a walk, and he had a wild pitch. The batter, T.J. Spina, the shortstop, and Wick into his motion, and the first pitch to the first man he faces, a weak swing. It's strike 1. Spina is batting at .264, 4 doubles and 3 triples, so it seems like he's got some extra base speed. 8 runs batted in. And for him, it's his 19th game and 19th start. Right-hander ready, and that 1-strike pitch is fouled straight back. So Wick is up in the count quickly, 0-2. Pitchers need to work ahead to hitters. Takes them out of their comfort zone. Stepping out, Spina. Now he's back in. A right-handed hitter who is open in the batter's box. Wick into the glove to get a grip on the ball. And the delivery, swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Wick comes on and strands 3 base runners. In the inning for UNC Greensboro, they get 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 3 men left on base. After a half, the Spartans won, the Wolfpack coming to bat.
Spectators, we request your cooperation by supporting the participants. And
State trailing UNCG 1-0 as the Spartans come to the plate in the top of the 2nd inning. Right fielder Zach McEnany takes a called strike from relief pitcher Andrew Wick. Logan Jernigan, 2/3 of an inning. He got the fly ball to right, and then Adamits played a ball off the base of the wall with a runner trying to stretch a single into a double. He was gunned down for the 2nd out that Jernigan recorded. And then 3 straight walks after the leadoff man had walked in the inning. And a 1-0 lead. 1 ball and 1 strike on McEnany. The right-hander Wick up with the leg, and that even up pitch popped in the air foul on the third base side. It's 1-2. Wick came out of the bullpen and got the strikeout with the bases loaded, staving off any further early damage by UNC Greensboro. A ball and 2 strikes on Zach McEnany. Left-handed hitter. In a crouch. Now he'll take time, step out, take a practice swing. McEnany batting at .226. Has a triple. That's his 1 extra base hit. 2 runs batted in. Reaches out, pops it in the air. The shortstop, Sam Morgan, calls for it. He'll make the grab of the little pop-up. And there's 1 up and 1 down. So Wick has faced 2 batters. He's retired them both. And now it's Neen Marrero, the second baseman. A redshirt freshman, Marrero, has played in all of the UNC Greensboro games. He started all 19, including tonight, batting at .318. Wick's pitch is up and in. A ball and no strikes. Marrero with 2 home runs, 11 runs batted in, 4 doubles out of the number 9 spot in the order. The 1-0 pitch, and it's fouled back into the net behind the plate. That'll even it up at 1-1. If you're wondering what kind of name that Neen is, it's short for Benino. Open stance in the right-handed batter's box. Up on the toe of the front foot, and the Wick pitch backs him off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Third baseman Jake Armstrong is back about halfway and shading this right-handed batter a little bit towards the line. Wick's next delivery, a ground ball, diving to his left. The shortstop will come up. He'll bounce the throw over, but the runner is going to be safe. So Armstrong, by playing over where he was, not able to come up with the ball on the dive. The shortstop, Morgan, did get it, but it goes as an infield hit for Neen Marrero. Second hit of the ball game for UNC Greensboro. And back to the top of the order for the third baseman, Ray Crawford. Crawford reached on a walk, moved to second on a wild pitch, on to third on that single by Trevor Edwards before he was thrown out at second base, and then came in on the bases loaded walk to Cambrick Moy. The pitch, it's down low, a ball and no strikes. Wick taking the return throw from catcher Mangum and putting the baseball right behind the back. Now turning the upper body, checking the runner at first base, Marrero. He'll step and throw over there. Sine taking the throw, and the runner back in plenty of time. 1-0 UNC Greensboro, top of the second. The runner goes. The Wick pitch is fouled off. Play on for the Spartans, and all the way to second base, Marrero, and he'll now jog back to first. Center fielder Jake Fincher had moved in to back up on a throw that might be made if contact had not been made by the batter, and he now is back to his regular position straight away in center field. Wick with the set. A long time. Time is called. Stepping out is Crawford. We have noticed, and we have mentioned this before, that Wick, with a runner on base, will set for a long time, and sometimes the hitter will take time. Ground ball hit sharply to third. They go to second, get one, relay throw to first, double play. Around the horn it goes, 5-4-3 from Armstrong to Ratledge, who did a nice job turning it at second base on to first. And that ends the inning for UNCG. Middle of the second, Spartans 1, the Wolfpack nothing.
I just downloaded.
A lot of fans are going to the Jackets, including yours truly. 1-0 UNC Greensboro as we go to the third inning. Andrew Wick, an inning and a third, and he's on to start the third inning. Logan Jernigan started, went 2/3 of an inning. Zach Leach, the center fielder, leads off against Wick. Right-handed batter, he flied to right against Jernigan in the first. The pitch is a called strike. It's 0-1. Wick put that one in at 81 miles an hour. The right-hander right back into his motion, the next delivery. And Mangum able to pull that one onto the outer part of the plate, so it's 0-2. On deck, the designated hitter, Trevor Edwards, and then first baseman Lloyd Enzor. The right-hander's 2-strike pitch is outside, so it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. UNC Greensboro scoring the game's only run in the top of the first inning. Up with the leg is Wick, and the pitch, a bounder. Pitcher comes off near the foul line, picks it up. He throws it into the back of the runner. Off comes Sine's hat as the ball is on its way into shallow right field. That'll be scored. Well, we'll wait and see.
Now batting, the designated hitter number 33, Trevor.
It's going to be an error on NC State. That allows the leadoff man in the inning on, Zach Leach. First error of the ball game for the Wolfpack. And it's Trevor Edwards, the designated hitter. A left-handed batter, credited with a single, out trying to go to second base. On a nice play by Brian Adamits, the left fielder, playing it off the base of the wall back in the first inning. Wick now out of the stretch, and the pitch is a called strike along the outer part. 0-1 on Edwards. I think we have to go back to the Old Dominion game. Let me take a look. Edwards stepping out of the batter's box. Wick from his stretch move. The pitch comes in, and that's going to be a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, we commented on Sunday at Wake Forest there was Dollar Dog Day there, and maybe the scoreboard operator was out getting a hot dog at one point, and maybe our guy was out doing the same there. Now we've got it 1-1 on the board. The right-hander again setting Andrew Wick. Time called at the plate. You do have to go back to the Old Dominion game. 5-0 state win here last Wednesday. Throw to first, and Sine hops over the runner diving back in. That's the last time the Wolfpack played airless baseball. Leach is at first base, and he's got his lead once again. Even up count on the batter at the plate, the DH. The delivery, swing and a miss. Throw behind the runner, and the tag will be too late. The throw from Mangum was there, but Sine then had to reach back and try and put the tag on the runner, and he got back in safely. Trevor Edwards looking into the third base dugout to see what sign might be coming out to him. In a crouch. Wick will step and throw to first. Sine comes off the bag to take the throw. Dusting himself off is Leach. The pitch on the way, fouled off. That'll clear the netting on the third base side and head towards the back of the grandstand. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, a runner on first in the top of the third. Thank you for joining us for NC State Wolfpack Baseball on 88.1 FM, WKNC Raleigh. The pitch, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Andrew Wick. All the games can be heard on the internet at gopack.com. I'm Dave Slade from Doak Field at Dale Park. 1 out, runner at first. It's Lloyd Enzor, the first baseman. Enzor, a walk in the first inning. He ended up stranded. The first pitch from Wick to him is off the plate for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Leach reached on an error when Andrew Wick threw the fielded ball into the back of the runner as he was going to first base. Really had no room to throw it. The 1-0 pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down by Mangum. The tag on, and it's held. Radledge holding on. He is caught stealing. Leach is out on a great throw by Mangum, and a good play on the other end by the second baseman, Logan Radledge. Now 2 outs in the inning. A 1 ball, 1 strike count on Enzor. Wick will try and put him away. That's the called strike. Laid it in there at 84, and it's 1-2. Enzor, the cleanup batter for the Spartans. Up with the leg is Wick, and the pitch fouled off the end of the bat into the net behind home plate. It'll remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. That 188, that's as fast as we've seen a pitch from Wick since coming out of the bullpen. Right-hander's next pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. So for UNC Greensboro, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. Middle of the third, UNCG 1, the Wolfpack nothing.
UNCG, the left fielder, number 34, Eric Kampfleisch.
Line score in the ball game through 3 innings. NC State now 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. For UNC Greensboro, 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. Top of the 4th inning, Andrew Wick will work against the left fielder Eric Kalbfleisch, and the first pitch is down low. That fastball at 86 miles an hour. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Kalbfleisch, like 3 other of his teammates, walked in the first inning. He ended up to be 1 of 3 stranded. The right-hander's 1-0 delivery, and that is ball 2. A little bit below the knees. 2 balls and no strikes. Cambrick Moy and TJ Spina will follow in the 4th inning for UNCG. Wick digging into the glove. Here's that 2-0 pitch, and that's going to be a called strike. Wick with 3 strikeouts, including back-to-back Ks to end the 3rd inning. Got the big strikeout coming in with the bases loaded for the final out in the 1st. 2-1, fouled off. Right at the feet of the catcher, John Mangum, rolls away. All even at 2-2. The on-deck batter, Moy, came over and pitched it over to the first base dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's ball 3. Kalbfleisch backed up a step or so. He steadies the bat as the pitch is on the way from Wick. Fouled off down the left field line and into the back of the bullpen. It's a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wick now trying to dispose of the batter. 3-2. A swing and a foul at the plate. So it'll remain full and 3 balls and 2 strikes. Plate umpire tonight, Nelson Smith, Randy Doolin at first base, Babe Allen at third. Plate umpire showing both dugouts the full count at 3-2. Wick into his motion and another full count pitch, ground ball to the right side. Second baseman Ratledge up, he'll throw to first, and there's 1 out in the 4th inning. Brings up Cambrick Moy, the catcher. Moy, a bases-loaded walk in the 1st inning to drive in a run. That's the only run of the ball game for UNCG to this point. State held off the scoreboard until the last half inning when 7 men batted and they scored 3. Moy swings it from the right side. The pitch by Wick, a swing and a miss. He had a big cut. Could not make contact. Moy had stepped out, but now he's back in, leveling the bat. Wick will make the pitch, and it's rolled foul. The Wolfpack infield tonight, Jake Armstrong at third, Sam Morgan at short, Logan Ratledge at second, and Terrence Sine at first base. And the outfield left to right, it's Brian Adamits, Jake Fincher, and Brett Austin. John Mangum doing the catching. And the Wick pitch outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one well off the plate. Moy, looks like a comfort thing, steps out in between pitches as a right-hander begins to loosen up in the NC State bullpen. 1-2 offering. The ball goes to the shortstop, the bat towards the dugout, and the runner thrown out by Sam Morgan. 2 up and 2 down, both on infield ground balls. And it's TJ Spina, the shortstop. Spina is 0 for 1. He was the strikeout victim of Wick, the first man he faced, coming out of the NC State bullpen in a bases-loaded situation in the top of the first inning. Right-hander against right-hander, and that is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Can Wick fan him again? The delivery, swing and a miss. Even at 1-1. Didn't look like Spina was close to catching up to that delivery. He's one of 4 seniors in the UNCG lineup tonight. TJ Spina. Ground ball foul. That one scooting by the back of the third base coach, Matt Boykin. A change of the guard for UNC Greensboro this year. Mike Gasky had been their only coach in program history, 23 seasons. And this year it's Link Jarrett, the head man. The 1-2 delivery, ground ball off the glove of Wick. It'll be picked up barehanded by Ratledge. Then he won't be able to hold on. And the runner is on at first base. That ball just a number that kind of scooted by Wick. Ratledge tried to back him up with it and flip it on to first base, but couldn't get complete control. It's an infield base hit with 2 outs. The batter is Zach McEnany, the right fielder. McEnany 0 for 1, popped to short, leading off the second inning. A runner at first, 2 outs, and the delivery is ball 1. McEnany, one of 2 Zacks in the lineup for UNCG. He spells his name Z-A-C. Center fielder Leach, Z-A-C-H. Throw to first. And the runner back in head first, Spina. That infield hit, the third hit of the game for the Spartans. Wick's pitch, popped up. It's into shallow center field. The center fielder tracking it is Fincher. He's got it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. After 3.5 to score, NC State 3, UNCG 1.
For the second